So, this is a bit of going to be a short impromptu video, but I wanted to show what I was working on because I thought it was cool. So I find two-plying to be, I think, one of the more gratifying parts of spinning. And I'm sorry the camera has to be turned at this angle, but it's the only way I can hold it and do this at the same time. But you can see it plying onto the bobbin. I just love yarn like this. I purposely spun my singles, as you can see, somewhat slightly thick and thin on both sides. And we've got lots of different fibers in here. We've got the green is a Corridel, and the natural white color is an Icelandic, natural white and gray Icelandic sheep, so it had the locks. I think I posted a picture of this not too long ago on Instagram, but the natural was an Icelandic sheep from My Local Wool box. And then there's the purple dyed here is merino from, hey Nikki, from one of our fiber braid scraps, and then the red is the Rambouillet from last month's fiber scraps. And so so you can see and there's also some sparkle in the green Corridel. But anyhow, so I purposely spun this just kind of like a woolen, a loose, fluffy woolen singles on both sides. And they are definitely, like I said, I left it purposely, kind of showed the texture and the connections between the different fibers. And I'm really excited about how, here, let me switch hands here. I am excited about how these are coming together. And you can see all the different textures. I hope the person who will eventually be making something out of this yarn will appreciate all the different textures and sizes. I really like making things that aren't necessarily always the standard, because to me, if you're going to have hand spun yarn, like, why do you want it to look like mill spun? But that's definitely one of my favorite parts of spinning. So I wanted to show people for newer spinners is I love two-plying, and I know there's all the other fancy plying out there, but two-plying to me is just super fun because when you get to run them together, especially something like this that has a bunch of different color changes and texture changes, you really get to see it's like a one-of-a-kind yarn kind of emerge. And the wheel, if you're like, what is this wheel, is my Spinolution Echo, and I did get this one engraved, so it's extra pretty, which I really like, but they're pretty not engraved too. But that is the wheel. You can see with the lazy Kate on the back, not to be confused with my lazy dog. Jolene, are you lazy? Anyhow, she says it's not lazy because it's late at night. But anyhow, that's all for now. I just wanted to show a really fun textured spin that was coming together. And like I said, I personally love the seeing how it all comes out, and I will post pictures of this skein when it's complete, and it's going to be really fun, chunky yarn. I like making yarns that are kind of bulky, chunky, but, still very usable, like not necessarily like the big yarn people use for weaving, so still very usable for knitting or crochet projects. So that's what I'm working on here late at night.